All right, nice. This is the part of the show where we talk about what we're watching, guys. And for this part, I'm gonna go first because it lines up with what we were just talking about. um, so this weekend, I really tried to watch John Wick. I've never seen John Wick before. The fourth one was coming out soon, so I'm like, let me give John Wick a chance. And you know what? John Wick sucks.
The first one?
Yeah, I watched the first one. I even finished watching the first one. I was just like, this movie is putting me to sleep. I cannot. I know there's a lot of John Wick fans out there. People love the movie, people love the franchise. Look, I wanted to love it too. I could not. I
These are
just
the types of movies that shouldn't put you to sleep.
this movie put me to look, the whole first 30 minutes is like massive setup with almost no dialogue. That's the shit that put me to sleep. I'm like, by the time he starts killing people, I'm like, I'm not even interested anymore.
The action got hit in the first 5 minutes.
It's just, I don't know. There was just so much in the beginning. Like, I can't accurately judge the whole movie because I didn't finish the whole movie, but just so much in the beginning that just didn't work for me.
The first 30 minutes are just an emotional ride of just his dealing with his loss. And then I think maybe at the 30-minute mark when it started building up, when he meets like the Russians. So maybe that's where he started.
That's how I felt, right? So this is my thing. Look, the loss of his wife, yeah, it's tragic, but we don't get to spend any time with him and his wife at all. It's just like she's kind of dead. And then they killed the dog.
Yeah, that's the real catalyst for this movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. The catalyst is they killed the dog. But then again, we don't really spend too much time with him and his dog. Like, the dog is there for a minute. He's still a puppy. He doesn't like grow old with this dog, and then the dog's dead. Yeah, dead animals. That's sad.
That's why you should feel, empathy for this guy. And
I feel no empathy.
The dog was his hope, because he was like going through like a whole lot of stuff, and that one dog was his only hope to like come back to life. Or
they
whatever.
took it away from him.
I get it. I felt no empathy for the dog. I saw the dog for 2 scenes. This is how I would have wrote it, right? Fuck the dog. Get the whole dog out of there. I don't care about the dog.
Wow.
Give me more time
with like 6 dogs.
Okay. Let me run that back.
I hope Boomy is not in the room while he's reading this.
He's like,
he's over there. All right, keep the dog, but also show me John Wick and his wife over the passage of time with their dog. Do a whole Marley and me situation, right? His wife dies from illness, and then all he has left is his dog who's been there the whole time, and they fuck up the dog. I think that's better.
But that's overplayed, though.
It's not overplayed. I have an emotional investment. I didn't care about that dog.
That scene or that storyline been told so many times, like,
and it works.
We already kind of know what happens.
This is the compressed version of that.
I did not like it. It did not work for me. I was like, why am I supposed to care about this dog and this man?
Because he's already like grieving, and this is like his life at this point. This is all he has
for a week.
Yeah,
get another dog. It's only been a week.
He's already attached to that dog, and then they kill it. So that sets him off. That's like, the straw that breaks the camel's back, and then, he goes on his killing spree.
Okay. Also, because I gotta wrap it up. So, also, too much silence in the beginning. It's just a lot of quiet scenes. People. Yes, there's dialogue, but there just needs to be a little bit more something happening in the beginning, in the first part. I know it's set up, but it's a lot of setup on setup on setup on setup, and I'm like, when's this shit gonna pay off?
Yeah, it pays off the rest of the movie.
I can't even get to that part, man. I stopped the movie.
He's just a hater.
I am. I did not. I was not feeling that John Wick 1. I was like, what's the hype? I don't get it.
You didn't finish it.
I couldn't, man. It didn't grasp me in the beginning. It's supposed to catch you in the beginning. It did not. Anyways, that's my review. John Wick gets a 2
out of 5 or 10.
Out of 10.
The horrible takes on this podcast.
That's the worst.
Hey, I don't follow the crowd. I don't follow the crowd. All right. John Wick should have been a better movie.
It got 3 sequels.
That don't mean it was good. Well, look, this is why I say I'm not really into the one-man action thing. It's not my cup of tea in the first place. And also, Keanu Reeves, I'm not even a big fan of Keanu Reeves too much. I like him in some movies, not every movie.
That's fair.
Yeah. In this one, he's just like, they took my dog. Like,
yeah, you
okay.
don't fuck with a man's dog. It's like, that's why it resonates with a lot of people.
I don't know, man. The performances too, they just all right, I digress.